Most editors will never make it to the top 1%. And it's not because they're not talented, they're actually missing 3 critical things that lots of people overlook. I've edited for Justin Bieber, Nike, Mr. Beast, Google, and let me tell you, it was not just skill that got me there. So let's take this combo outside. Now these 3 things are not absolutely revolutionary, but they also might not be what you expect. So maybe you've hit a ceiling, you've hit that plateau, you're like, I have some work, I'm getting some steady clients, but you're not getting those dream projects. I'm talking about those fulfilling ones, the ones that make you wanna get out of the bed in the morning. If that's you, just stop right now and let's get this figured out. So the 3 things that I want you to know are these things. Number 1, a lack of personal brand. Number 2, your network is a little bit weak. And I hate the word networking. I like friend working. So we'll get to that later. And the last thing is you're working on the wrong projects and the wrong niche. So let's fix that. First up, that personal brand. With so many people out there, it's crucial for your brand to be recognizable. What gets you hired is not just the skill that you have, it's the way that you edit. It's the way that you tell a story. If you don't have a portfolio website, what are you doing? Okay? The first second that I actually took myself seriously as an editor, I built a reel while still in film school. Once I did that, that's when jobs started coming in. I could actually DM directors, and one director that I did DM, his name was Arad. He DM'd me back and said, guess what? Please come to the office. We're looking for a young editor. And that's because I had a reel, I had a portfolio, and I was ready to go. There's so many editors that I talk to that are like, yeah, I want to be an editor, and I have some jobs, but my portfolio isn't dialed. So make sure that your portfolio is dialed exactly for the kind of work that you want to get. So if you don't have social media or a portfolio, that's step 1. Make sure you're proud of everything you put on there.
Joshua Emmanuel Tickwee or one other.
If you're not surrounding yourself with the people that are currently making your dream projects, you're probably not going to get hired for them. It is all about who you know, but the way to go about it is to create genuine relationships. Instead of sending 100 cold DMs and getting 100 random contacts, it's much better to have 5 genuine relationships in the industry. Even one genuine relationship and you'll be cooking. So let's talk about how I landed a job with Nike. Now this is how most deals happen. It's literally all about who you know. So I was looking to get the biggest, best jobs I possibly could. So what did I do? I just started to make friends with every single person that I knew in the film industry. So I would take every single person I knew out to coffee. And one person that I did take out to coffee was a friend of a friend that owned a production company. Little tiny production company, but he was just starting to do some bigger budget commercials. I was like, you know what? Let's hang out. And we just talked, we hung out. I didn't ask him for a job or anything. He showed me some of his work. I didn't even show him any of my work. And then literally the next week he said, hey bro, I have a little commercial that I'm editing. Do you want to try it out? And that doesn't happen with every single person that you get coffee with. You guys can go. Oh, okay, cool. I just didn't want to make sure I was holding you up. Sounds good. And so that doesn't happen with every single person that you get coffee with, but every once in a while, if they're thinking of you, they might be like, hey, I need help with editing. I need help with what you can do. And so making friends with the right people in the right niche is really important. Almost every pro editor story begins with, I met this guy who introduced me to this guy and we actually hit it off and then we started working together.
Look at me. Do I look like a pack mule to you? I weigh 115 pounds. Who does he think I am? Well, I'm just out here strong, blah, blah, blah. You do Pilates, you can do a body weight, diva.
Okay, can I say something now? Thank you.
Oh, you're kicking me out of the frame.
Well, I'm ready to say my next part. Here's another story. One of my one-on-one coaching clients knew a couple people from an editing company that is very famous in London. He just reached out and said, hey, you know what? I'm looking for some work. I'm willing to do anything. Is it cool if I come help you out? And guess what? Literally an hour later, he got an email back saying, hey, we got a runner job for you. Now he's in and he's able to network and make friends with some of the best editors and filmmakers and producers in the entire industry, just because he knew one person on the inside. I asked you guys how you got your first creative gig. Here's some of your responses. Actually, recently I met a DOP at a film festival and we hit it off and he recommended me for a job. I was serving on cams at church, and the switcher at the time happened to be a DP. I started to work with Jordan Orm. Karime, Karime actually did an editing contest, and that's how she got her first creative gig. Good job, Karime. Everybody comment, we love Karime, because she edits the main Jordan Orm channel videos. The other problem is you take on projects that you don't love, which leads to burnout and also not getting paid the amount that you should get paid. So picking a niche and being selective about what you put out is key. If you put out amateur stuff, if you're constantly working in a niche that you're not passionate about, you're gonna become known for that niche and get hired for that niche over and over again. I have a client I'm coaching right now, and all she does mostly is Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. It's not her passion, it's not something she's excited about. And because of that, she slaves day and night over these YouTube Shorts. And it's a problem. She's not excited to get up in the morning, and those shorts are actually sucking the life out of her instead of giving her life. When you work on projects that align with your passion, you will wake up excited. And that's when clients will actually notice that in your work, and they'll start to chase you. You don't have to do the chasing.
And a lady always loves to be pursued.
And here's the thing, if you were editing something, or if you were telling a story that you were passionate about and you weren't getting paid super duper well, you'd still be okay with it because you're passionate about that story. You're passionate about the niche that you're in. So it's important to pick a niche that you love. And it's important to curate your portfolio to that niche. And it's important to network with people in that niche. So if you're wasting your time doing projects not in a niche you love, that's something we gotta fix. And honestly, here's the thing. Editing is not about a paycheck. Editing is the way that we put together stories that could have eternal impact. Stories that can actually change people's lives. And so that's the real reason why figuring out what niche you want to work in, what kind of work you want to do matters, because every time you create a video and you create an edit, you're actually putting your creative energy into something to change the world, either for the better or for the worse, depending on what story you're telling. I've made that mistake. I've told stories that currently go against my beliefs that I personally don't think have made the world a better place. And that's not something I want to keep doing. Chasing money, chasing fame has led me down not the best path. And I don't want that for you either. So I want to change that, and I want to help you change that so that we're all working together to tell stories that have eternal impact and that can truly help people, not just distract people, not lead people down dark paths. So I'm putting a stake in the ground, moving forward. And if you want to come with me, that would be awesome. So if you're tired of plateauing, not being in that top 1% of editors, you should definitely subscribe, because in the next video, I'll be going over how to make 10K a month as a pro editor and why chasing big names will not fulfill you. If you want to know my strategy for creating an amazing career, if I had to start from scratch, you can check the video below. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one on your career, you can DM me ready on Instagram. God bless you. Peace.